We all know the experience of monkey mind, that incessant inner voice that keeps on going from the moment we wake to when we fall asleep. And sometimes it even follows us into fitful sleep. So, for entrepreneurs and busy professionals, this chatter can be both helpful and unhelpful. So, while it may remind us of important tasks and projects that we want to be sure and complete, usually it can lead us down into a rabbit hole of unhelpful thinking. And this kind of chatter often comes with stress and can leave us feeling stuck in a metaphorical tree that needs some talking down from. Let me share my screen with you. Meditation is a proven antidote to chronic stress and a strategy for quieting the chatter. Meditation is a technique that we can use to go beyond the noisy internal dialogue of the mind into quieter levels of awareness until we experience the pure silence within. Now, in the process of going within, you start to purify the body, releasing stress, fatigues, toxins. You also reconnect to who you really are: pure love, pure joy, pure potential. And then the wonderful thing is that we can bring this person back into our everyday lives. Through meditation, we're able to tap back into our memory of wholeness, thereby receiving tremendous physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional benefits. Now, there are thousands of scientific studies documenting the many benefits of meditation for your body, mind, health. A few of these are the physical benefits of meditation include stimulating the body's self-repair mechanisms and self-regulation, lowered blood pressure and heart rate, decreased inflammation, improved immune function, and better sleep. Meditation also increases telomerase levels, upregulating genes that are responsible for good health, increasing production of rejuvenating hormones, and reversing changes in the brain associated with aging to help prevent diseases. The mental and emotional benefits of meditation include decreased stress and anxiety, expanded experience of healing emotions, relaxation, and peace, improved ability to respond consciously rather than reactively, increased focus, memory, and ability to learn, and it can even decrease addictive behavior. Meditating offers both immediate and long-term benefits. Just one session can bring about positive changes, while the daily practice will result in more sustained benefits. Beyond the health benefits, meditation opens the door to discovering your true self. And by delving into meditation, you transcend the identity created by the mind and gain access to pure, unbounded consciousness. Doesn't that sound amazing? But let's go back and talk a little bit more about stress management for us as busy entrepreneurs. So, stress is the feeling of a threat, either physical, emotional, or psychological. It is not caused by an external situation, but instead, stress arises from how we interpret, how we perceive and react to a situation. So when we feel threatened, our bodies fight, flight, freeze. Stress response is activated. Prolonged and chronic stress, we know, leads to inflammation and puts us at risk for numerous illnesses. Now, fortunately, there are practices that can reduce stress, such as meditation. And during meditation, the body goes into a deep state of restful awareness, which counteracts the effects of stress. Furthermore, this experience of pure awareness can help us access greater intuition, creativity, and joy. So how do we reduce and manage stress with meditation? Well, even the smallest of everyday hassles can easily trigger our body's fight or flight response. It's also known as the stress response. And then cortisol and adrenaline hormones will surge throughout our body, leading to a faster heart rate and even higher blood sugar. This suppresses our immune system, it speeds up our breathing, and reduces blood supply to our digestive organs. The majority of the stress we are under is psychological, coming from the demands of our day-to-day life. So as a result, many of us are continually dealing with chronic stress, which takes a major toll on our well-being. Cortisol has been linked to an increase in visceral fat around our organs, and these fat cells produce hormones that can affect our liver, our pancreas, and our brain functioning. This leads to insulin resistance, inflammation, and metabolic syndrome, all of which can be dangerous. So, prolonged stress can affect our health in many ways. It weakens our immune system, transforming the structure of chromosomes, and even increasing the risk of age-related diseases. As researchers are now discovering, prolonged stress leads to increased inflammation and a much higher risk of developing many health problems such as these. There are powerful strategies for managing stress and experiencing greater well-being, including exercise, getting enough sleep, social support, and the practice of meditation. So let's look at some of the specific ways in which meditation can help you manage stress and cultivate greater health and well-being. Oops. There we go. Meditation reverses the effects of stress response by taking us beyond our thoughts into a state of restful awareness, which increases our body's neurotransmitters of well-being. It is an effective therapy for insomnia. Meditation trains our brain to stay focused on the task at hand, and it also helps us observe our thoughts and feelings objectively. Meditation awakens new neural connections, and it can decrease habitual stress patterns. Ultimately, meditation also offers us a pathway to awaken to our true self. I'm going to stop share. There we go. Maintaining a daily meditation practice has brought amazing benefits to my life. Recently, my doctor recommended I have an MRI of the breast to rule out a potential issue. Now, with a high family history of breast cancer, this request alone was unsettling. But then I felt vulnerable as I lay face down, partially clothed in a cold room with my arms over my head, hooked up to an IV for contrast. Now, if you've ever had an MRI before, you know that even with earplugs and earmuffs, that noise from the machine is loud and jarring, clicks and periodic foghorn-like tones. I prepared myself for 15 to 20 minutes of an uncomfortable experience ahead. But as the machine started its process, I began mine too. I quieted my mind, I repeated my mantra internally, and I blocked everything else out. And as I slipped into the silence between the thoughts, I only knew when another cycle was beginning because it was signaled by that horn. And again, I would settle back into deep awareness. It seemed like 2 minutes rather than 15 or 20, and the procedure was over. Not only was I thrilled with the outcome of the MRI results, but also with how meditation can be used given in any situation when we need it most. Meditation truly has countless benefits. And as a busy speaker and consultant, I find that starting my day with meditation helps set me up for success in both my personal and professional life. My morning meditation helps me to focus my energy on client calls and other work tasks, while the evening session assists me in transitioning from my work office at home into personal time. Ultimately, I meditate each day because it feels good. In fact, it feels yummy. If you'd like to learn more about adding meditation to your daily routine, feel free to reach out to info@thedentalspeaker.com. I would welcome the opportunity to set aside an hour to help you move forward with this life-altering practice. I invite you to join me in quieting the mind, connecting with the health-enhancing benefits of meditation, raising your awareness, and spending time in the gap between thoughts. I'll be waiting for you there. Namaste.